Go ahead and call the meeting to order at this time, and we'll start with an invocation from Pastor Jeff Seeger from First Christian Church.
Just a short reading from the letter of James, chapter 3, verses 13 through 18. I just call it two kinds of wisdom. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, of the evil one. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder in every evil practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace raise a harvest of righteousness. Let us pray. God of our forefathers and foremothers, give us your wisdom that passes all understanding, that we might be pure, peace-loving, considerate, submissive, impartial, sincere, and full of mercy and good fruit. Bless all those who make up the Rensselaer City Council, and bless all those they love and those who love them. Keep all of us grounded in your love for all people, and help us to live and love more like you. In the powerful name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll start with the roll call.
Mayor Jeff Phillips.
Here.
Clerk Treasurer Shelby Keys. Here. Council members Russ Overton.
Here.
Kevin Arnold.
Here.
Noel Weiser. Here. Jeff Rayburn.
Here.
And Ernest Watson Jr. Absent. City Attorney Todd Sammons.
Here.
Building Commissioner Jacob Hall.
Here.
Cemetery Caretaker Joe Eppinger.
Here.
Fire Chief Kenny Hahn.
Here.
Police Chief Matt Anderson.
Here.
Utility Office Manager Heather Smart. Here. Manager of Electric Operations Heath Malone.
Here.
Park Superintendent Heather Hall. Absent. Street Water Sewer Sanitation Superintendent Bryce Black.
Here.
Gas Superintendent Todd Wilson.
Here.
And Assistant Superintendent Josh Aldridge.
Here. All right, Council, you were forwarded the minutes of our last meeting. Are there any corrections or additions?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Got a motion to approve the minutes in a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, Council. This is our session where we allow citizens from the audience to come forward and address the council. Is there anyone who would like to address the council this time? Hearing none, we'll start with the agenda. And the first on our agenda is 2026 ADA Transition Plan. Jill, good to see you again.
Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm here to give you an update on the first task order on our master services agreement with the city. We prepared the update for the ADA transition plan. This is something that the city has to do every year. It's a way of keeping track of the work that we're doing toward gaining ADA compliance in city-owned facilities, including public infrastructure like sidewalks and curb ramps. It has to be adopted every year by the council, so we're here to present this to you and have it adopted. Then it'll go onto the website, and we will use it to inform our decisions for any other public infrastructure improvements that we do in the future, trying to, get these our non-compliant infrastructure into compliance. So the way that this is organized, it's got some general information at the beginning, but what's really good about this is that there's a section for updates. So every year we will just add to what we will add the results of our public improvements, namely through our CCMG program. And in this case, we did put some maps in here kind of showing the state of the infrastructure as it is, or as it was last year when another engineering company did your assessment of everything in town. Another task that Lockmuir is working on for the city is putting all of that information into GIS. So I have, it's in the ADA plan, but I also brought these with me just to, and I'll just hold it. These are maps that my staffers put, this is all a GIS map, we printed it out. The green dots are compliant curb ramps, the yellow ones are non-compliant but navigable, and then the red ones are not even navigable, non-compliant navigable, non-navigable. And then similarly for sidewalks, we have a similar color scheme. So the green sidewalks are compliant, yellow ones are non-compliant in certain areas, and the red ones are pretty much completely non-compliant along that whole entire block. As we do our infrastructure improvements, we will be updating this map, so we'll always have a good idea of where we stand. And you can see that you can kind of zone in on areas that we need to concentrate on, you know, probably starting with downtown areas that are red, and it's going to help us to make better decisions about where to spend the city's money on projects in the future. And that's all I've got, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
I do have a couple of questions.
Sure.
Maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but when it talks about the grievance procedures, it seems in one section it talks about going through it one way, and the amendment or whatever it's called, it talks about it a different way.
Okay.
So in the beginning it talks about the order being of a grievance procedure going from the coordinator to the Board of Public Works. And then in the end, it talks about going from a coordinator to an ADA project team to the council.
Okay.
So it seems like it doesn't jive.
Yeah, I agree with you. I guess I missed that. Some of this just came from the last plan,
Okay.
so I'll admit that maybe I didn't catch that.
And then the zip code is all on page 3.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, well,
Minor stuff.
we can get both of those things fixed.
Sorry, one more thing.
Yes.
Records, it says, in one part it says that the city keeps the records for a year, and then another part says you keep them for 3 years.
Okay. Again, I'll have to look into that. I don't know what's required, so we'll make sure that whatever is required is what's in the document. Okay. I appreciate your thorough reading of the document.
That's a page turner.
Is this something that we need to vote on tonight, or can we make the changes and bring it back?
I think you could probably make the changes subject, or approve it subject to making those changes, and then I can just update the document.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the procedure, we need to know.
It's probably one way or the other.
Have we ever had a grievance? Like,
We have not that I know of.
how has it been done in the past?
But I've been gone for 6 years, so I know when we first adopted the plan, I can't even, what year was that? 2012?
Yeah.
It was some time ago. And I don't think we've had any. I mean, you sat in the chair for probably the longest.
There was a plan adopted for a grant that we had did for the street department. I believe Jerry was involved with that.
Right.
It also tied in about the same time we had to do the ADA study for all the city
Buildings.
buildings.
Right.
Mayor, I'm not so sure, that might have been closer to 2014, 2015 possibly.
Could have been.
I don't know.
Oh, it's up to council. You.
I'm fine with adopting it. I guess I make a motion that we adopt it. The understanding of the changes that we made.
Do you have a preference for whether the Board of Works or the council hears grievances?
Not really.
I can do some research and find out what other cities do.
Yeah.
And we can just go with.
Yeah, I mean, the board works meets right. Yes, sir.
Did one of those
that you rattled off, Jeff, mentioned some kind of a committee or a board or?
Yeah, no, I don't know who makes up that board.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask, is does the city even have
I think there
that
is.
employee?
There is a sidewalk committee. I believe
No,
there is sidewalk.
no, it's for
But
the,
not ADA, yeah.
it's for the grievances.
Yeah.
It's called an ADA project team, I think.
I don't know if I've seen that on that list of each committees.
And I don't know if there would be a specific, way that should go, that like Jill said, but I guess my comment was, if you're gonna choose that one, you're gonna have to then have that committee or whatever set up, if it's not already.
I'm reasonably sure that we have a board set up for it. If not, we can definitely get one set up for it.
I was around back when this started too, that was a long time ago.
The grievance procedure that's in the appendix that's attached is the old procedure. Like that came from the city. I did not change anything other than put it in Word format and clean up the formatting. So that would be the one that has been, I guess, in place here officially.
That's the one that talks about the ADA project team.
All right.
Mayor, if I recall, it's on our age now, but that plan was done by HNTB, Leo Bargnini, or whatever his name was, you remember that?
Yeah.
That was a 3-member board, and I thought it had a city official, a BZA official, and then one appointed by the mayor. Sticks in my mind, because I know Stan Haynes was on that board, but I don't remember if he was from the BZA. I know George Cooper was on it as well.
I just don't remember meeting about it before, but
We never met unless there was a complaint filed or any issue, but I think we had to have a board established by statute,
right.
but I don't recall ever having a
Grievance.
complaint filed.
So the changes will be made in accordance with the last grievance procedure that's adopted from our.
Yeah, I'll make sure that it's consistent in the body of the report with the actual form that's in the back.
All right, I'd be comfortable with that. Was there a second?
Second.
All right. Been a motion, a second, to approve the 2026 ADA transition plan with the necessary changes. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone nay? All right. Thank you, Jill.
You're welcome.
And again, nice job with downtown. I thought a lot of the stuff that you were able to work with Indiana Department of Transportation and Bryce and Josh, you guys did a real good job with a lot of things that got improved. So thank you. Next on our agenda is equipment request for tasers. Chief Anderson.
Thank you, Mayor. Hopefully everybody has a chance to read the email I kind of spelled out about the need for replacing the tasers we have. We currently share 4 with the department. Every shift, people swap them out. And I asked Mayor this morning if you remember when the current ones we have were purchased, and I think it was 15 or 16 years ago. They're starting to have issues with software updates and downloading information. So the quote that I have that I would like to move forward with your permission is to get the Taser 7. You can see that it comes with other equipment for training purposes and supplying cartridges for us. If we can move money around later in the year to pay the entire 5-year fee off, we will. Otherwise, he's just going to invoice us and we pay, if we can only pay a certain portion this year and pay the rest off next year, we would do that, but we would look at moving money around at some point in the mid-budget to cover that cost for the entire 5-year plan. So with your permission, I'd like to move forward, getting the ball rolling, making a down payment of $1,000. They will then ship the tasers to us to put them into rotation and then pay off that fee as we go forward.
What's the quote you brought, Matt?
Did I not send it to you?
Yep. 8,000.
It's for 5 years, it's $41,895.20, or it breaks down to $8,379.04 a year. And that would go to where we no longer have to share. Everybody's going to, because the holsters break from swapping them out so often, so we have to buy replacements for that. So this would be something where every officer just has a taser assigned to them. So hopefully that will cut down some of the wear and tear on them as well.
I'd say we got our money's worth.
Yeah, 15 years is a long time.
Makes a lot of sense to me. I guess I didn't realize that the officers were sharing tasers.
Yeah, they're
So each shift changed and they pass it on to the next guy, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. I make a motion to approve the purchase of the phase 7?
Taser 7.
Taser 7.
Got a motion and a second to allow Chief Anderson to move forward in purchasing Taser 7 pieces of equipment for the police department.
I'll say.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, guys.
And just, the quote is for 12, that's just in case we have one that breaks. So we have a replacement to fall back on.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on our agenda is the C&C Unlimited Claim. Kenneth, Fire Chief.
Thank you, Mayor. This claim is for $18,231.12. This is for 2 storage units or containers that I purchased or ordered back in April for some materials and supplies that was donated to a training site from other fire departments. The containers came in shortly after the 4th of July, I believe it was, and the funding would be coming from the donation fund that was raised back in 2023. And like I said, the claim is for $18,231.12. Any questions?
So we've already purchased these?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's up to the council. I mean, this is something that's going right to the fire tower.
Yes. It supports the tower. It's the equipment for the tower.
It's the equipment for the tower. They
Hoses,
just
ladders, ropes,
being used for storage for the towers, or being part of the tower?
storage for the tower.
Okay. I just wasn't clear exactly what it's used for. It's all the funds that were donated to the training tower that the fire chief was using.
I'm confused, why is this different from a normal claim?
I just thought this was an $18,000 claim that maybe the council should be informed on. Yeah. Right. So we want to make sure that on a donated fund that the public's aware of what we're doing also.
So this is just information.
Yeah, but I'd like to get it approved by council.
If I may add, Mayor, maybe this is partially my fault, I don't know, but we have not asked for permission out of the donated fund in the past, since 2024. When this came about, I was asked to submit it to council, which is what I'm doing tonight. So in the past, we've had several claims. Some are lower than this one, obviously, and another one is significantly higher than this one. So I don't have a problem asking for permission. That's not the issue at all. But when I originally ordered them, I was just doing what I did in the past. And that was order what I needed, paid for it out of the donation fund, and went from there. I should say tower donation fund. There's actually, I think, 2 or 3 different funds that are related to the fire department besides taxation. Taxation's a whole other thing. It's not part of this.
So I assume in the future that purchases like this will come
I would certainly hope so.
before us, before the purchase is made. Is there a threshold, like dollar-wise?
No, so the contribution stuff was designed for the water tower itself, and then I believe the council pretty much gave permission for the fire tower, excuse me, you can call it water tower, for the fire tower, and to me, this one was just outside what we'd given permission to go, so I just want to make sure council's aware of what we're doing.
Do you know how much is in that fund?
I don't know the exact figures, 52,000, give or take. minus this 18, which will leave us about, what, 34-ish? I don't have the exact figures with me. Make most.
A motion to approve the claim, is there a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the CNC Unlimited claim. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, thank you, council. Next is Resolution 19-2026, transfer of funds.
Thank you. We had 2 requests for transfers of funds. One within the general fund park department for a total of $24,500, and motor vehicle highway unrestricted fund for a total of $3,000.
Make the motion to approve resolution 19.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
There's been a motion to approve and a second to approve Resolution 19-2026, transfer of funds. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, thank you, council. Next is the credit card fund, asking council permission for me to sign the credit card statement as presented.
Can I make that motion?
There's been a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, thank you, guys. Next is our claims approval. I hope council had time to look through the claims.
I'll make a motion to pay the claims.
I'll second.
Been a motion and a second to approve the claims. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Any abstention? One abstention. All right. Next, unfinished business. I don't think we have a whole lot more. We just talked about, we haven't heard back from our new website design yet. But it sounds like Jessica's got a good handle on it moving forward.
Big photos and colors.
God, I didn't know it was going to be that detailed. Oh boy, it's been fun. Administrative comments. We did have a couple of hires this last week that were significant. Mr. Malone is going to leave us as the electric operations manager sometime next month. So Joe Stabnick, who has a couple of degrees from Purdue, his bachelor's and his master's in technology, has applied for the position. So he was awarded that position. I'd love for council to approve that also, since he is coming in as the electric line superintendent.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Been a motion and a second to approve Joe Stabnick as our electric line superintendent. Any further discussion? No, he's not. Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Also, we just picked up somebody who can do some maintenance in our park department because we've been struggling with our maintenance side of things. And I'd be happy to answer questions about that. So Cody Helbrick, I always goof that. Was hired to help us in that maintenance side of the park department. We're looking forward to getting him here as quick as we can. I think he said September 2nd. So just want to update council where we're at there. This should get us back to where we need to be in the park department and moving forward also, I believe. Any questions, council? Only other thing, I think most of you are updated. We're still waiting on rooms at French Lick for the AIM conference. If it gets too much further, I'm not sure. We don't want to hold out much longer. We do have several invites for different things to attend down there. And I think most of you have got those invites. Hopefully you've got emails. As soon as Alina finds out from AIM on what happens, we'll let you guys know. And then that's all I have. Next.
I don't have anything.
You want to mention insurance?
I did send you an email about insurance, and they need a decision before our next council meeting. So I will send you guys some more emails to decide. I'll probably roll call vote, but I'll at least see the Excel sheets that he sent me, that way you can see premiums, employee participation.
That one did get to you guys too? I thought so.
But you're saying additional, like, do those numbers change?
No, but you just need to decide
Which way you wanna-
Yeah, since there was a decrease, what we wanna, how we wanna create it.
Which is opposite what they told us to start.
Yeah.
Good news.
Great news, yeah, great news. The decrease in health insurance is nice. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Councilman Rayburn.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Councilwoman Weiser.
I have nothing.
Councilman Arnold.
I have nothing as well.
Councilman Overton.
I guess I have nothing to complain about.
This is really going past me. All right, it's on you now, superintendents.
Yes, that's all.
Chief, you're up first.
Thank you, Mayor, I have nothing.
Just to update council, I did call the radio people for Matt. Hopefully we're getting a little better attention to what we were. I've not been more disappointed with something in quite some time. You're talking about first responders serving search warrants and then you not be able to talk on the radio. That's not good enough. So,
They do have somebody here, got here this afternoon from out of state again. He's here all week.
I'd love to talk to him.
He's right across the street,
All right,
upstairs in the vault, working on the computer.
good. All right. Attorney Sammons.
Nothing to report, Mayor.
All right. Heather, you're up.
I have nothing this evening, sir.
Jacob.
I have nothing for council.
Kenneth.
Here we go.
All right.
Good news, we're getting ready for the 9/11 celebration at Cousin Jasper. September 13th will be our annual pancake breakfast. Hope to see everybody there. Good news, bad news is the city engine is back in service. I got the invoice today and most likely be doing a transfer at the next meeting. And we are down now 8 air packs, 4 about a week ago, week and a half ago, and 4 more just went down over the weekend. So estimated cost on those for repairs about a little over $1,000 each. So I'll be taking those up to Valparaiso and hopefully picking up 4 and bringing back 4. So I am told they're nearing their life expectancy, so my suspicions is they're going to start nickel and diming us. So heads up.
Any questions for Fire Chief? Got anything else?
I think that's enough.
All right, Joe.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing. We've been trying to finish cleaning up the trees from the storm damage, so we're kind of waiting for a little bit of assistance on that.
And get ready for our cemetery tours.
And we're getting ready for that too.
It's a neat group of people.
It is, yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Any questions for Joe? Todd, you're up.
Guys are just busy putting in lines, and then we're just getting ready for the open house in a couple weeks.
What's on the menu?
Same as last year, pulled pork, and we are trying to get Bazins to come in and maybe get one potato salad and coleslaw and all that other stuff added to it. So,
This is old stuff from that. Oh, it's good stuff.
so yeah. That's what we're doing this year.
Any questions for Todd? Josh?
I have nothing to say then.
Hey.
Question for Joshua, where are we on the Baylor wiring?
The wiring, the wire,
Is it wired?
we're waiting on the Baylor at this point. I called last week and wanted to make sure that we weren't working on Labor Day. I don't know if they were planning on bringing it that day, and I told them we weren't gonna be here or what was going on, but they still don't have a date set. I don't know if they're having trouble getting, sounds like they're having trouble getting a forklift.
Thank you, Mayor. The concrete in the restrooms and the mechanical area over at the Farmers Market Pavilion was poured this afternoon.
Good.
Should continue to move forward on the concrete. Hopefully they'll continue and start on the walkway this week down the middle. Now that the bathrooms have been poured, FBI can come back and finish their exterior along the south, east, and west sides of the bathroom and mechanical room. Rex is continuing to push on. They are not here for a couple days this week, but thus far they have gotten 66 services replaced. They're a little bit sporadic. It's based on who answers the phone. That's based how they schedule their days. And the wastewater plant, concrete continues to move on. They're pouring like crazy. They've gotten to a point now where they have grouted some of the pipe flanging on the interior of the tanks. They're starting to connect the tanks up to the piping, and so we should start seeing more of a product. They're assuming somewhere around October that some of the mechanicals will start going in, stairs, pumps, etc. So hopefully by the end of the year we can start seeing startup and some seeding of the plant. So that's a positive thing. They're moving along very nicely out there. It's unfortunate they haven't had many weather days. MS4 and the PFAS and lead and copper sampling, all that continues to move forward. We got our routine sampling back on the lead and copper. We were under our 90th percentile for our action level. We had one exceedance, and all of those customers have been notified in writing. And all of those customers are also already on our replacement list. We anticipated that was what the next steps were going to be to provide them. So we will work with those to get them replaced as quickly as we can. Some of them have already been replaced. There was one house in particular was replaced, I think, 6 days after it was sampled. So other than that, that's all I can have to report this time, unless there's any questions.
I asked between Thieneman and Commonwealth, we get some time-lapse video, maybe put something together for our website and our Facebook, just to kind of show the public where we're at. It's not somewhere in the city that a whole lot of people see what's going on, other than a massive amount of cement trucks that are going through town. So hopefully they can put something like that together for the public to see what this project is all about.
That's one more thing, Mayor, if I can. If any of the council is anticipating going out there to check on progress this week, just be aware we are having our biosolids hauled out. Part of this project was to retrofit the valve vault with new valves, and they've gotten the majority of those replaced. The last couple that are left to be replaced require that holding basin to be dropped significantly. So there'll be several days of heavy tanker traffic in and out of there. So if you guys are going through, just be mindful or be on the lookout for semis.
Any questions for Bryce?
Keith? Thank you, Mayor. The only thing I have for council is a request to have a street light added in front of 415 South Home Avenue. The resident currently has a security light that was installed on a pole there. It was preferred to have a street light. I think it's a good idea. I stopped and looked at it, and there's a big separation there between street lights. So I think we should probably put a street light up there. That would require permission from the council. I don't know if you guys want to look it over yourself or not before we make a decision on that.
This one light, I don't know that you want to take the time to go look at it, but how do you feel, council?
I trust his opinion. If he thinks it needs it, I'd say we do it.
I believe we can take a vote.
I make a motion to allow electric firm to install a new light.
Been a motion and a second to install a new light at 415 Home?
Yeah.
415 South Home over there. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, council. What else do you have?
That's it.
How was your first day?
It was good. We made rounds, met everybody, started showing them around the location, substation. We're going to start diving into more of the detailed work tomorrow.
Stace, thanks for the email. Do you have anything that you want to report to us?
Yes, about a week or two ago, met with the mayor, went over the city's property casualty workers' comp renewal. With follow-up email today, the overall increase is less than 1%. But if city council wants to meet, anybody wants to meet me, go over anything personally, any details, feel free to give me a call and we can sit down and go over everything you have.
Then we talked this morning on our superintendent's meeting too. We will look at adapting some of those safety
Yeah,
requests.
the fleet auto safety, some of this risk management stuff.
We do some of it now, but at least we do a lot more than what I remember. So it was nice for the police chief and fire chief to remind me of those things. So.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything for city council? Hearing none? Then motion is second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you, guys.